Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? I am Wesley, and that is Victor back there somewhere cooking.
Hey.
We are doing videos. Listen. Whenever a video does not come up, it is because something has happened in our personal lives, whether it's me recently going on vacation, a mental vacation in Miami, or whether it's him having to go out to do massages or whatever. There's always something work-related and or personal that prohibits us from doing a video. So if a video does not come up, it's live, people. Please forgive us. We are coming with a video.
But real quick, you guys have the option to make our lives so much easier by just going to aconnectiontv.com and subscribing for not just a 1 month subscription, but signing up for the entire year. This guy right here is creating amazing content, and we do the YouTube videos because they're fun and it's something for us to do together, and we're able to engage with you guys. But we still have to do other things to be able to keep the lights on that is allowing for you guys to see us right now. But what were you saying, Wes? Sorry, my bad.
So real quick, I have a new YouTube channel up. It's called Wes the Critic. I started this channel because I wanted to kind of streamline everything else that I do, and I know on A Connection TV there's so many types of videos, but on Wes the Critic all you're gonna get is reviews, and you're gonna get reviews about movies, scripted television, and anime. So I would love for you to go and subscribe to that channel. A personal goal for me is to get to anywhere between 5,000 to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I really would love 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but 5,000 would be cool as well. So hey, if you can go and subscribe, definitely subscribe if you want to see my reviews for film, scripted television, and anime. And if there's anything that you think that I should review, let me know on my Twitter. My Twitter is Wes the Critic. Anyways, let's talk about this episode of the challenge. So there's a lot going on, and I'm in the position to where, you know, I think we said this but I know I said this in the last video. I'm really starting to hate the acting of it all. The like, oh my God, I can't believe that we just did that, and you know, it's really becoming. It's feeling like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, or you know, like very scripted,
or Desperate Housewives.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, everyone is worried about the vets against the rookies. The rookies have gone down in every freaking elimination, and you know, the vets. I think they have the right to do that, because you know, for me, I would feel like I've been doing this show for 80 million years. And I love Anissa, so that was shade on his part. I love Anissa. I've been doing this show for a long time, and so why all of these new people are going to come in and take my potential cash winnings? So because we've been here doing this, let's get rid of these new people. I'm here for that all day long.
I mean, I think I agree with that. I do agree with that, but it's like, you know, at the end of the day, they're playing this game to win money. So everybody knows anytime people are doing anything for money, they can get a little bit. So I understand, but it's like, give these guys a chance. Give them a fight. Be fair. Give them a fighting chance. You guys teaming up with people who you don't even like, don't even trust, and are just waiting for the quickest opportunity to like trade on them and turn on them. You might as well give it up, because at the end of the day, whoever's going to leave is going to leave. Whoever's supposed to stay is going to stay.
Big T is hanging with Logan, and all I could think about during this whole thing was her horrible wig. That wig was just matted and ratted and tatted and nappy, and it had dandruff. I don't know how wigs can have dandruff, or maybe that was just lint. But I was
August.
I was really confused at why she had that wig on talking to that handsome foreign man. Like, it just was making no sense. But anyways, what did you think about this particular scene? She was flirting with the guy.
I just think, girl, stop doing all that. You need to.
You said that she does this all the time, and she doesn't.
No,
she's not Nani. So let's correct that.
Always in
she's not Fessy.
Like,
I mean, not Fessy. Yeah, Fessy. No, not at all.
Yeah, baby. Yes, she did. Because she liked CT last season. Every guy she get with, she be looking all googly eyed.
One's if y'all think he is wrong about Big T. Two's if y'all think he got it right.
Oh, by the way, you guys, thank you so much for everybody who said that I could beat up Josh. I appreciated that.
That was like 8 videos ago.
That's cool. We didn't get a chance to like revisit that because he ain't say nothing, not near nothing about it.
Josh was about to beat up Fessy though.
Josh wasn't about to beat up Fessy because Josh was going to trip over. First off, he was going to knock Amber B down first. He had to say, "Oh, girl, excuse me, I'm sorry, bitch." But
It was funny how Corey, well, because they all get along now, so it was interesting how Corey was stepping in to like interject. It's very interesting. Like Josh wasn't gonna do anything. Pussy! He wasn't gonna do anything. But anyways, it was cool that we going ahead. Josh and Fessy talk about keeping the peace with the vets, and Fessy's concerned with Amber and wants her out. Fessy snaked both Nelson and Amber. And, Fessy doesn't want to be around the people he snaked. I get it. CT and Big T, what? CT and Big Butt Huey. That's what I have on the thing.
It was very nice to see that
they were working out.
Yeah, that what's his name is LGBTQ friendly.
He's never not been.
I'm not saying that he's not or that he wasn't. I'm just saying that I enjoyed knowing that was the case. The fact.
Everybody on the challenge has to be inclusive. Like they go through these interviews where they're like, hey, do you think you can work with this person that's this, or do you think you can work with this person that's this? Because they've gone through the stuff in the past, so they all go through this to make sure that these people can work with each other. Why does everyone have dandruff? That's what I want to ask, because Devin and Kyle, Dial as they call it, as Devin is sitting with them bikini things on. I don't know why he likes those bikini things. Devin had dandruff in his hair. Why do you think everybody has dandruff on the show?
Maybe the climate that they're in is causing them to, be dry or something.
Devin and Kyle call themselves besties. What do you think about this?
Kyle doesn't know how to be a bestie to anybody. I think Devin really wants to be Devin got a little thick this season, didn't he?
They all got a little thick.
Oh my God.
All the men's is walking around with cake, and it's just crazy.
I almost did a little dance, but I decided to keep it to myself.
I just want to know. Never mind. Casey and Amber B have a good conversation, and all the while,
Casey,
a lot of y'all, what y'all be doing out there is y'all be coming for my neck in the comments talking about Casey's a wonderful person, and oh, she's this, and oh, she won her season fair and square.
Chop.
The bitch rolled. I'm sorry.
Chop.
The chick rolled through off the coattails of everybody else, and then like the last 4 episodes was winning challenges. I don't respect Casey's game, will never respect her game. Then she brings the big brother energy onto the challenge, and she snakes one of the most beautifulest queens out there, Bailey. So she will always be a dub to me. There's nothing that Casey can or will ever do that will make me change my mind about it. And especially given this conversation that she's having with Amber B, another beautiful queen, okay, who, by the way, the last season was all for Big Brother, was loving Big Brother, was riding for Big Brother, and all the while, they're snaking her behind her fucking back. It was ridiculous. Excuse my language. It was ridiculous. But people like Amber B, I want them to be triumphant. And all the while she's having this conversation with Casey, I'm like, girl, please do not trust this broad. And Amber B is in her post-confessionals like, oh my God, I trust the Big Brother alliance now. I'm like, girl, you were on Big Brother too. This broad is lying to your face. She's playing Big Brother and lying to your face. And so as soon as they could bring her post-confessional up, Casey's confirming my thoughts. Oh, I don't really care for her. I'm just telling her what she needs to hear. She's playing Big Brother. Oh my God, I was so aggravated. This scene lasted 15, 30 minutes. And I'm like, girl, Amber, what is wrong with you?
Chop. I'm sorry, but when somebody shows you who they are the first time, believe them. Maya Angelou. If someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. There's so many great principles that we can take out of that. But like, yeah, no, come on, you guys. Everybody should know. Like, if you're playing the game, you should be watching the tape. You should be running the tape back. You should be looking and seeing. You should be calling the producers and saying, "Hey, can I get the B-roll? I want, you know."
Listen. Okay, so we gonna, that whole conversation was a chop. I think it's the reason why I have my headache that I have now. Huey screams as he is put up in the challenge thing, and Ashley is really like over Huey,
And I understand.
I do too, because Huey is the complainer, but Huey performed last episode, and well, he didn't perform this episode, but he performed last episode. Huey just doesn't like heights. Everything else he's been getting through.
But you knew you were getting ready to come on a show that was potentially going to have you doing shit out of a helicopter or whatever. You need to be up on the scaffolding. Find some scaffolding, practicing your handling of your heights. Don't come on national television or cable television. You got enough blubber.
All that weight from that booty cake.
You got enough blubber that if you fall, you can bounce, baby.
What did you think about Kyle dropping Emmy and Devin?
Kyle don't give a fuck.
Esther and Fessy wins, and I'm proud of Esther. I would love for Esther to be with somebody else so that I can fully be proud of her, but I am proud of Esther.
I don't like Fessy.
I don't really care for Fessy.
I don't like Fessy at all.
And according to the trailer, Esther gets put in elimination and she's pissed. I don't know how she gets put in elimination. I don't know if Fessy does it, but Esther is put in elimination and she is fuming and yelling at whoever is in the bleachers.
And Fessy would do some shit like that. By the way, hey, in the comments below, would you guys pay $100 to see anything privately from Fessy on OnlyFans? Say yes to Fessy OnlyFans or no to Fessy's OnlyFans.
Oh. Child.
Wes paid $100 to see.
I did not
to see his feet.
I did not at all. I don't pay for none of his stuff, and I actually wish I could block him because he sends messages like every 10 minutes on OnlyFans.
I bet he does.
He raking in some money from somebody.
He ain't raking in no money if he's sending a whole bunch of messages out.
No, that's why, because he raking in the money. If you ever, because you know what, I think Nelson peeped him on game. If you have the ability to say you want $50 for a 10-second photo, a 10-second video, and people are paying, you gonna keep putting that shit out there.
Who's paying for? That's what I want to know. Would you pay $100 to see anything from Fessy?
Hey, anyways,
he ain't even got no. Anyway.
Devin and Kyle go after each other, and they make a scene in front of the rookies. In my mind, I'm like, okay, whatever. I understand why Devin is pissed, and I can understand why Kyle, in the heat of the moment, did what he did. Okay, move on.
You never fight in front of the company.
Yeah, that was a lot going on, and it was for what? Like, whatever. Coriel talks to Fessy and breaks a deal with Fessy, and I'm thinking to Coriel, like, I don't know if this is necessarily the smartest thing to do because Fessy is a snake. Fessy is not genuine to anybody but himself.
Do you think that they would have even I feel like they put themselves in. I think if they would have kept their mouths shut, everybody would have been like, no.
Yeah, that is a thought too, because they have been going down and like, well, contrary to what we've seen, maybe something else happened.
Right.
But like, we didn't even hear anything about them until Coriel sat down with Fessy and was like, I know we're going in.
Right,
so,
you brought your name up. Like, what are you doing, dude? You literally just created your own demise. Hey, if anybody knows Coriel, share this video with them. Hey, we like you. We think you're a cool guy. We wish you could have gone farther. We were cheering for you. We were rooting for you. We really were.
Devin talks to Josh about going against each other and not the vets. Josh apparently gives Devin some advice, and Devin takes it. Josh's advice, come on, I know we don't like Josh, but his advice was legit. There's no reason for the vets to go against each other. And I don't know why in every episode, Josh is like the voice of reason, telling the vets that we should not go against each other. So I believe he's right on that. I don't think that they should be going against each other.
Well, I just think that you guys you shouldn't be going against each other because we're the Big Brother Alliance. And
I'm sorry, but I have more respect for Josh than I do Casey. and more respect for Josh than I do Fessy.
Why wouldn't you like Casey? She's my right hand chick. That's my sister.
We're gonna see what happens next episode because Josh fights somebody in the house. Well, in the trailer, he's going after somebody in the house. He doesn't fight.
After?
I think he's going after Fessy, messy Fessy. Esther talks to Fessy about picking people to go down. Devin and Kyle talks. They smooth it over. Corey and Michelle say that they want others to be put in elimination because Corey and Michelle are tired of their names being the only ones called and everybody else or other people are just skating. And so that causes Huey to kind of like, speak his piece in the meeting. And what was interesting was that Huey said that he was never coming after Coriel and Michelle and that he was actually burning the vote on him and Ashley, which then made Ashley blow a gasket and said that she no longer wants to work with Huey and she doesn't trust Huey anymore. What did you think about this turn of events?
You don't vote for your fucking self. All right, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? It's you and your partner. Period. Right. It's you and your partner. How are you gonna vote for you and your partner to go in because you don't want to make anybody upset?
Yeah, I think that's the coward way out, and that's kind of like how a lot of people throw burn votes and they end up getting tossed. And that happened to Leroy a couple of times.
I can see him in there now. Oh, I just don't know what to do.
Well, we can't say that about him because he ends up winning. They called down.
That was because
Fessy wants to talk to. Fessy wants to take out Amber B, and he has a conversation with Josh. Josh is like, "Don't be stupid, don't do it." Even Casey is there. And, Josh is like, don't do it, don't be stupid. They call Huey down to go against Corey L. And Fessy brings up Amber B's name. And it creates a huge verbal altercation between him and apparently his bestie Josh. And Josh and Amber B are calling out Fessy.
Fessy doesn't know how to be a friend.
Before Fessy even said Amber B, Esther was shaking her head like, don't do it, don't do it. But Esther, being a ride or die, was sticking up for Fessy because Fessy is her partner. And she was like, don't come from my partner to Amber B. And I'm like, girl, you're on the wrong side of the tracks. Do not ride or die for this man because he will not ride or die for you. Last season, when Casey broke her freaking knee, he didn't even want to continue the thing anymore. He gave up. He didn't even ride for this chick. And this girl was like, I could do it. I could hop on one leg. Like Fessy, I don't understand why the vets won't just take out Fessy after what he did to Nelson.
He should always
come on. Like, what are we talking about?
He should already be, like, that should be, like, here's my thing. You do some fucked up shit on the season before. As soon as you hit the game again, everybody get that guy out.
Yeah.
Y'all sitting up here running around doing kumbaya with all these people who don't have your back in any way, shape, or form, don't support you, gonna turn on you as soon as they fucking can. They've done it before. They've kept doing it. They do it to their other friends.
So
but you literally think that they're gonna be different? Get them out as soon as they come in.
So let's talk about
looking at the freaking rookies, but they haven't done anything to you. So you want to work with somebody who screwed you over rather than working with somebody who's fresh, who you potentially could go further with, who's not going to screw you over, and make new alliances and have a stronger base. You're going to screw over the new people rather than the snakes that you've been working with all this time.
Corey L and Michelle versus Amber B and Huey. I thought it was cool that TJ told everybody to shut up, and everybody just came down. Amber B is pissed, and usually when Amber B is pissed, she wins. That's how she won the last one.
But she
was pissed.
Almost.
She realized that they went against her, and she rose to the occasion. I thought that it was going to be a single thing, but they were partnered up and linked by chains. So immediately, I thought that Huey was going to be Amber B's downfall, but I didn't want Amber B to go home, and honestly, I didn't want Michelle and Coriel to go home. I had a respect for them as competitors, and I already like Amber B. Huey, not so much. He whines too much for me. But here's where the problem lies. Well, not the problem, but here's where there's a slight disconnect, right? Vic over here was like, team send Huey home, because he's a crybaby or whatever. And he was like Team Corey L. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, they're both gay. So, you know, it is what it is. Why are they going against each other? But he was like, well, Corey L is black, so that's okay. And I'm like, no, that shouldn't be the situation. Like, I feel like...
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what you said.
No.
But I feel like Huey and Corey L are both gay, period, minus the racial thing. So they should have each other's back. So the fact that Corey L was calling Huey out from the very beginning was dumb to me. Like, it didn't make sense. You're the only two token gay dudes on the show. Like, y'all should be riding for each other, which is what Huey's argument was to him.
I'm gonna keep it absolutely 100. Huey would have got on my fucking nerves. He would have got on my nerves, and I would have wanted him out of the house too. And the only reason that is because he was doing too much. And like, you're there to win $1 million. Fuck if you're scared of heights. I'm sorry.
Heck if you're scared of heights.
Heck if you're scared of heights. You're there to win $1 million. Period. That's it. I don't care what I'm scared of. Look, I gotta do what?
Corey L jacked up. He did. He jacked up on television, and you know, and he was about to fight. They were about to come to blows, and he pushes like Huey got into his face because Huey was upset, and duly, I understand why Huey was upset, because I would feel the same way. Like, bro, we're both gay. Like, why are you calling me out in front of all these people? Like, you really want to do this? Like, that wouldn't have made no sense to me, because it all played out. They made a huge gay spectacle in front of all those straights, and when Corey L did this little shimmy with the little thing, all the straight dudes were just laughing. Like, it was nothing cute. It was nothing like dope about that. And, you know, TJ Lavin called y'all both out because Huey was a sore winner and Corey L was a sore loser.
But at the same time, Corey L didn't do anything to him after the elimination. Or after they competed, he hadn't done or said anything. He was taking his L, had his hand on his hips. He was kind of walking. He was trying to catch his breath. He was a little sad, a little bit down.
He didn't have to touch right,
but old boy didn't. You don't say nothing. You don't come and.
They both were in the wrong. Period.
Right, but old boy started it. Huey started it. But
they both were in the wrong.
Technically, Corey L started it back at the house.
At the end of the day, what we're both trying to say is no one should have control over you. You have control over yourself. So regardless of whether Corey L called you out, Huey, you should have remained calm. Right. And regardless of whether Huey got in your face, Corey L, you're on television, you already promised that you wouldn't hit nobody, you should have remained calm. Right. Because at the end of the day, it is jacked up. Two gay dudes going after each other on a predominantly straight show is not cool. Period. Right. So Corey L, you really played yourself on national television, and you know you did. He cried. He apologized. He cried. All that whoop-de-whoop.
Happy pride.
You know, but that's jacked up. It should have never happened. But you know, anyway, this was a good episode.
He's a human.
Amber B is back, and I'm glad she's back. And when she came back, she said, "F Big Brother." I want Amber B to take Casey and Fessy out. Period. That's what I want.
Take Josh out with the trash too.
We don't want this to be a 30-minute video, so we're going to end it there. Definitely leave your comments below. Let us know how you feel about this episode. Always comment below. Go to YouTube, West the Critic, and subscribe. That would be great. I do reviews on that channel. Love y'all. Deuces. I know. You're not about to think about not subscribing to aconnectiontv.com. Copyrighted.